accept the fact that the city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportions. It was this Old Testament, real wrath of God type stuff. Rivers, seas, waters, millions of dollars. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's terrible.
Small Business Saturday was founded in 2010 by American Express, the national credit card company. It comes directly after Black Friday, the national retail event that kickstarts the holiday shopping with substantial discounts. The reason why they call it Black Friday is because many companies prior to yesterday were in the red. However, after Black Friday, multiple discounts that are spread out through every industry allows companies and corporations to finally get into the black. The latter is widely regarded as a day of frenzy and one that often brings shoppers into superstores to buy costly electronics and appliances. However, Small Business Saturday has emerged as a counterpoint. Almost, I guess, if you would say, an anti-Black Friday. It is vigorously supported by area trade groups. And when one person was quoted here locally, they said, "We believe Richmond businesses deserve an even longer celebration." Listen, I would sit there and raise the bar and say that any small business, any local business is something that you should be supporting. Once again, any local business, any small business is something that you should be supporting. Listen, it's very simple. Very, very simple to do that. Now, in terms of locally, we have a couple of groups, trade groups in Unison, formerly the Richmond Merchants Association, that is involved with Small Business Saturday. In Unison, we'll seek to do that on December the 4th with the kickoff of Happier Place Week, a week-long celebration for Richmond brick and mortar shops. So you see what is happening here is that they're taking the concept of Small Business Saturday and celebrating it through the holidays. Of course, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, but the thing is that you should be supporting local businesses. And I'll get to a couple of them in a few moments that I locally support and that I think that you should support in just a few moments. Not paid, but we do want to highlight a couple of local businesses. And once again, they do support the show, not monetarily, but just with their good vibes. I know the owners of both shops myself, but we'll get to those in a few moments. So here we go. We have the Happier Place Week, a week-long celebration for Richmond brick and mortar shops. The event will run through December 8th. So if you're listening to this, once again, you have the Small Business Saturday, that is going to be today. Well, that's what everyone knows about. But then you have from December the 4th through December the 8th, we're locally, we're going to be highlighting local businesses. I know we are, but this company here, In Unison, according to the Richmond Times Dispatch, the Richmond Times Dispatch, that we were awarded third place for best morning radio show. Yeah, that Richmond Times Dispatch, the the newspaper of record of Virginia, if you will. So here we are, and it says that now the event will run through December 8th and spotlight local businesses as well as feature gift card giveaways to member stores. So if you support local businesses, you'll be able to get a gift card for one of those local businesses. Trying to help support, raise awareness of local businesses that are here in Richmond, Virginia. Now, one of the people here for, I guess, In Unison, described small businesses as pockets, as defining attraction in Richmond. Yes, so the small businesses, and it's not only here in Richmond. Can I just say this for a few moments? That the small businesses that are in your town and in your location, those are the businesses, those are the business owners and the shops that share your values, that share what you believe in. And if they don't, well, just don't shop at them. Because I'm going to tell you right now that all those big box stores, they don't give a damn about what you think. They don't care about it. They do not. But the small businesses do. Many local businesses, once again, across all industries, they are now going to be doing something to where they're going to be giving away gift cards for their own stores to bring awareness. For the reason being is that the small businesses in your town, not just here in Richmond, but everywhere in America, need to be supported. Shout out to Bowman76. I would say that he works at a small business, but he does not work at a small business. But if you want video games, you should go to GameStop. Now, I know it sounds like I'm a shill, but I dig GameStop. I don't understand the haterade for GameStop. There's a lot of it out there, but I think GameStop is just fine, right? And they have action figures too. They just don't have video games. But if there is a standard in terms of video games, listen, I'm not trying to shill for GameStop. I just saw somebody in the chat and it made me want to sit there and let everybody know, but that's maybe where you should go. They probably had a ton of Black Friday deals. I don't know, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Have you played Mario Wonder yet? Mario Wonder is fantastic. Anyway, so once again, even though I say small business hey, a small business Saturday, but make sure you take your ass to GameStop to go get some video games. Anyways, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, seriously though. But seriously, and any of these small shops, you should definitely go support them, even if they are maybe corporate, some sorts, because you know what? Here's the reality. The reality is that we are all a community. Whether or not that you work for a big box store or you work for a small independent store or a small franchise or whatever, the thing that you need to do is recognize that everyone in the community matters. And you know what? You just should be grateful that there are people in the community that care. There are small businesses that care and even franchises that care. And they are looking out. And you might sit there and say, they don't care about us, Sam. But the people that are in there do. They're your friends. They're your neighbors. They're your family. They're all these people. And all I need to sit there and tell you about is that you should be supporting them. Because if you support their shop, then they're able to support themselves and feed their family, right? It's a very simple process. Very simple process. Now, another thing here, hold on, let's see here. Let's go back to the article here. Everywhere you go, you see a chain store. But here, you have a vibrant community. And they don't really think about it. So, and this comes, and they were talking about that the McCarthy stores have existed on Cary Street since 1990. With Ruby opening in 2015, the store will close soon as she consolidates the two shops. Now, that's a lot of things that are happening, but you know, businesses understand that consolidation is a key thing. Now, I will tell you that I think consolidation is about to happen in the toy industry, in the toy market, in the next 24 to 72 months. You will see it here, but you heard it here first. This is a little prediction that I have, but you're going to see consolidation in the toy industry, in the toy market, businesses buying up individuals, artists, and different companies. You're going to see a lot of things happening on that front in the next 24 to 72 months. But it comes down to this, which I cannot agree with more myself. Retail is a challenge right now, but we have loyal customers that understand that. Everybody in Richmond is lucky to have these kind of stores. And you know what? It's just not in Richmond. It's all over the country. Small Business Saturday is important because, once again, major retailers and major companies and corporations, they went in the black yesterday. but it's your neighbors. It's the local business shop, the local business owner, and those people who they're expecting you to come and help out today so that they can then get into the black. They might not be anywhere even close to the black. In fact, the whole holiday season might be the linchpin of whether or not they stay in business or not. So, all that means is that you, as a consumer, need to go and support these local businesses. The two local businesses that I appreciate are two friends of mine. The first being Cody. Cody, who is the owner of Toy Layer down in Carytown. Cody over at Toy Layer has done something special. In an age when Toys R Us was kicked to the curb, now I know Toys R Us is coming back soon, and maybe we'll have Cody back in here pretty soon to talk about the re-arrival of Toys R Us. But Cody is the owner of Toy Layer. That's toy_layer here on Instagram, toy_layer. I bring that up because it is the best independent toy shop on the East Coast. And I know there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them out there. Tip of the cap to the Toy Federation and everybody down there in South Carolina, Retro Toy Con. But I will tell you that Toy Layer and Cody, what Cody is doing at Toy Layer is the best. And he understands the market. He understands the community. If you're a retro collector, if you're if you're a modern collector, or if you like Japanese vinyls, vinyl figures, there's something for you at Toy Layer. Plushies that are made by local artists. All of that is at Toy Layer. Check it out. Toy_layer. Ask for Cody when you go there. Tell him that Sam sent you. They also do stuff online. So if you see something, I had a buddy of mine that was looking for a Defiant, a G.I. Joe Defiant. They have an Eternia from Masters of the Universe there. I tell you what, Cody is loaded. Cody is loaded. Toy Layer is loaded. And there's a big old dragon out in the front that says hello to you when you walk in the door. So anyways, that's Toy Layer, toy_layer. The next one is Community Thrift. A buddy of mine, Johnny, opened Community Thrift a couple of weeks ago. Community Thrift being a community thrift store that allows you to come in and you can donate if you want, but it's a thrift store that has prices that are affordable. Now, if you go to Goodwill, I'm not going to sit there and say anything ill will of Goodwill, but what's interesting about these local thrift shops that Johnny runs over at Community Thrift, there's a lot of stuff that you would see there that you might not see over in a Goodwill. And you might be saying, hey, well, how's that? They're both thrift stores. But it's the local community connection. The local community connection that you see with these local stores, these local small businesses. They're able to get stuff. Now, there's clothes over at Community Thrift. I believe I saw a guitar the other day. They have VHS, DVDs, music, everything you can think of. Little small shop, but it's over in Chesterfield. Around Hull Street and Walmsley, the Food Lion Shopping Center. Community Thrift. If you go there, give a shout out to Johnny. Tell him that Sam talked to you, and he does have an online store too on eBay. I believe B-Sides and Rarities. But it's Community Thrift. Community Thrift is the local business. And once again, being Small Business Saturday, wanted to highlight both of those individuals. Listen, we know them personally here. The whole crew does over on the other side of the glass. But we just want to give them a shout out, let you know about them, because that's a part of the community. Small businesses. It's Small Business Saturday. We want to make sure that everyone is supporting small businesses. You don't necessarily even need to go to them. Give them a call. I'm sure that they have online stores, or they'll be able to send you stuff online. Everybody has PayPal. So just go ahead and reach out once again to your local businesses, local stores. Small Business Saturday. You're going to thank yourself for it. 11/22 here on the 25th day of November. in the year 2023. Listen, we're going to be back on the other side of this little music interlude that you can only hear on the radio. How do you do that? Download the Live 365 app, search WDCE, or go to WDCE.org and listen to the cartoon themes that we're about to play, some sitcom themes here in just a moment. I'll be back on the other side of this to talk about what we learned today. Sorry. And that's one to learn with. That's what we're calling it. And that's one to learn with. Right. So we're going to talk about what we learned today here on the other side of the break. Going to play a couple of cartoon jams. Remember, next week, we're going to start playing Christmas music. But you know what? Sir Philosopher is going to start putting the jingles in your ear in almost, 37 minutes. 37 minutes, mixtapes. 37 minutes. Don't you miss out. Wake and Bake Picture Take, also with Skydra Walker, with mixtapes being the soundtrack of the Wake and Bake Picture Take. Listen, here we are setting the standard, raising the bar. The best 5 hours of radio that you're going to get anywhere else. It's independent. It's student driven. And it's setting the standard and raising the bar. Just like me, a real media puppet. Here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real media puppet. From the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning.
And the masters of the universe.